Hey guys, so this is another youth center update. I haven't done a walkthrough on the upper floor in a little bit. I did do a pretty good thorough tour of the basement recently. I have Stuart with me tonight, and there's a couple things we wanted to show. So as you guys have seen many times, we have the lobby with the two SMCs, which are both doing really well. This is Stuart's first time seeing the new Tone Sea Island that we put up quite a while ago.
I haven't been here since, what, July?
Something like that, yeah. I know we had a couple of friends that came to visit, but yeah. What's your initial reaction to this?
I like it.
Yeah. The only disadvantage I can see to this is that it does hum a little bit more than the other one did, at least on high, because that one did make the weird noises on the lower speeds. But overall, this is an improvement.
A small price to pay for something cooler.
Way cooler, yeah, exactly. It's just a cooler fan,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, and it does look pretty good here and perform as well. So.
Yeah.
And then the what we think is a Concord, I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely like a latex type thing. Might be a Concord, but yeah, I don't know if Stuart. I think you've seen this one though.
I've seen this one. I hadn't seen the new light that you.
Or the switch cap. I mean, the light's the same, but yeah. So yeah, that now is a polished brass switch cap, and it's a good runner. Funny enough, this one's actually quieter than the new Tone is, but
Yeah.
and it's not bad for a Goodwill find in the modern era. Like you don't see 80s fans for sale too often. That's still up there too. One of the original few like really old light fixtures still in use here. It's probably Jonas says 60s on that. This is also Stuart's first time seeing this room since the Lagunas have come down.
These just look so perfect in here.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that looks like it kind of could have been here like when this was originally redone, because we think it was redone about 1990, which would check out, and these are very late 80s, I think like 88, 89. And these were a kind of a dumpster find, more or less.
Yeah.
It's I explained the story on another video, but basically it was a marketplace listing that they got thrown out before I could get to them, but they were still in the dumpster, and we were able to save them. So obviously air cool made. Yeah. This one has got a chair. I could show the light setting real quick too. So as we know, there's just bottom, there's just top.
My favorite.
Yeah. Stuart had a good idea that we should come up with a way to make it so that the fluorescence could be, yeah, that one's misbehaving. Make it so that the fluorescence could be toggled off separately from the fans, which is a really good idea. I mean, we'd have to redo the wiring a little bit, but we may end up needing to do that anyway. But yeah, it's just mostly just so we could have the option to have just these on as shown, which is definitely a cool look. Yeah, so pretty neat. There's off and everything. Yeah, it's during the summer I was leaving them on medium with the all lights on, and I figure for winter I'd bump them down to low. You know, we don't need quite as much airflow. Yeah. So, oh yeah, you would say overall these are
Yes, I
improvement.
like these better than the Lagunas.
Yeah.
I like the Lagunas, but in this room, in this space, these go a lot better.
Yep, 100% agree. I like the Lagunas in a vacuum, but just this room, I think it's too. It's what I would call like kind of
It complements
a budget remodel done in the early 90s or late 80s. That's definitely what it looks like, and these fans are definitely the kind of thing you could have got.
The church, it's got the lighted housing, you know,
Yeah.
it has class to it. You know.
Yeah, no, and I think the lighted housing is a nice element,
Yeah.
and I like that they're flush mounted too. That definitely helps
Yeah.
protect them from mischief. So, okay. Oh, and another old box fan. I got that at Fan Mission, which is now a youth center box
Runs
fan.
beautiful.
Yeah, really nice runner for sure. Air King. I did show Stuart the top mount thing up there too. He definitely liked that.
Yes, that is.
Yeah. So, of course, we got our antique LCN door closers for those of you interested in those. This one readjusted recently, definitely does a little bit better. Exit signs. Okay, so the other thing we did today, besides a few repairs, was I actually came across some light bulbs I wanted to try in the sanctuary. Last time Dan put in some like floodlight type ones, like an R type bulbs. I don't really know the system, but the softer floodlight type ones. I got some These are 100 watt equivalent filament LED, much like what used to be in here, but these are 4000K. So they're actually very similar to the Rick Surprise directly above it. Those are 4100 because they're fluorescent cool white, and these are 4. What's funny is in person, I think the bottom ones actually look slightly more blue, but it's on camera, it actually looks identical. So I wanted to give these a shot. I kind of missed having a more even light in here because with the floodlights, you basically had very similar light on the floor, and then the whole ceiling was dark. So I don't know.
You couldn't even really see the fans too much. It was like blinding.
Right, and I kind of get what that was accomplishing, but at the same time, I just think overall it was not my favorite thing ever. Most people I've talked to have not cared for it much either. So yeah, I wanted to give this a try and see what it looks like, and so far I really like it. Again, it's a much cooler, and again you can see the seats are very well lit. It does throw a decent amount of light up and down. I still think the floor is pretty well lit, and it's a cooler color temperature, but it's not like so cool that the fans look weird. Because like we easily could have gone with daylight, and then it would have, the fans would kind of look weird. But these are nice in the middle, so that everything's pretty clean looking. So yeah, and I think for this type of environment, having a little bit cooler light makes sense. But yeah, I wanted to give these a try, and so far I really like them. What do you think? I mean, overall, I mean, yeah, we know warm white would have been the obvious collector choice, but again, just given the needs of the church, these kind
I
of.
think the color of the walls and the ceiling, it goes a lot better with the cool.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, so these all have 100 watt equivalent filament, and then if I can get it to focus, let's see. Yeah, it's not really behaving, but anyway, and then the stage ones all have the exact same color temperature as that. They're all 4000. These are 60 watt equivalent fan bulbs, since these ones have the more standard style shades. I also did balance the JCPenney's. They both seem to have 1 or 2 blades that was bent down pretty bad, so they're running a little bit better. I think the wobble's about the same, but they definitely seem to have better airflow because they're just more in, everything's in true. So, oh, another minor thing we did, we switched the center shades on these two with the ones in the back. And again, it's not going to show real well on camera, but the ones in the front the shades are more frosted, so we thought the round frosted one would look better with those versus back here. At least, especially these ones are a little bit more, yeah, kind of more like a crystal, so those would look better with the clear. So we did switch those. Those are the same, and then the same there. But yeah, I mean, here's just to give you a general vibe of the room. Again, I think it's a pretty healthy color combination. The walls, I believe, are still 35, maybe. I think 35, maybe like 37. I can't remember for sure. They're a little bit warmer than these, but they're not like crazy different. Somewhere in the like mid 3,000 range, I believe. And then all of these are 4,000. So, and we did change this to solid daylight as well. I think everybody but maybe one has said they did not like those two mixed together, including myself. So we went ahead and switched those. We'll see if Dan changes them back, because these lights are staggered warm and cool, but we kind of think that since this one is so visible, it looked a little too obvious that they didn't match. So that one is now solid cool.
From a distance, it blinds a lot better, but when it's up close like that, you can tell.
Honestly, if you look at it, you could clearly tell it was 2 different bulbs, which I just didn't think looked very good. So, but yeah, that one is solid daylight now, like 5,000. So those actually do go pretty well with all of these bulbs that we put in. So, yeah, I'd say an overall improvement, at least in our opinion. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to show an update on that. We may toy around with different bulbs here and there. I know we wanted, Dan tried the floodlight ones last time, but I just wanted to see what a more like filament type cool bulbs would look. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that's about it. Anything else you wanted to add?
Put it in here.
Not by FanStick. Okay. By FanStick.